Happy Mother's Day! Hi Mom. Sorry that I can't be with you for Mother's Day, even though I just saw you yesterday. I know, but I wanted to make this video for you to talk about everything that I'm grateful for that you've done for me. So I hope you're having a wonderful Mother's Day, and I will just get into the video. Thank you for letting me pursue my dreams and always being supportive of me. I know that acting is not something that when you hear your child say they want to do is necessarily something that you want to agree with, but you've always been incredibly supportive and just someone that I can turn to whenever I need anything in relation to career-wise and planning for the future. I honestly don't know what I would have done without your support, and I probably wouldn't be where I am today, getting me into dance classes and keeping me there and always just being a backbone for me and letting me make my decisions on my own and kind of just being there to support me and to give advice when I need it. Thank you for embracing my weirdness. I know that I'm a very weird child and I'm super obsessed with all things Harry Potter and musical theater and show tunes and all that kind of stuff, but you still seem to love me anyways. And I'm super grateful for you just always appreciating my weirdness and being weird with me and not making that a odd thing or pointing it out, but just kind of like supporting it in the background. Thank you for laughing at all my stupid jokes. I know my jokes are not funny and I laugh at them myself, but you always seem to laugh at my jokes no matter what, and it's very nice to be appreciated for the hilarious person that I am. You've always encouraged me to be who I am and have always supported me no matter what decision I've made or who I decide to love or who I decide to be as a person. And you've always just encouraged me to appreciate myself for who I am, and I love you so much for that because I think a lot of my confidence and my determination and my drive has come from that, and you just making sure I know that it's okay to be me and it's okay if other people don't like that, and you'll always support me in being myself. Thank you for being the cool mom. So all of my friends love you because you're totally chill with most things. You're very funny, you're very, energetic, and you always talk to them and always remember, and I literally tell you everything. So you kind of know what's going on in their lives anyway, and you always tend to bring that energy to the table when my friends are over or anything like that, and all of my friends consider you the cool mom, so thank you for being the cool mom. Going along with that, thank you for literally being my best friend and my sounding board, always just me being able to sound off ideas on you, anything that I'm worried about. I've called you before any of the auditions that I've been to. Whenever I'm nervous about something or debating something, I can always, bounce it off of you, and you give your advice, but you're always still supportive, and just literally being my best friend. Like as I said before, I tell you everything, and I have best friends that are my age, but they obviously don't know as much about me as you do because you live with me, you raised me, you've been with me for almost every single day for the past 18 years, and this time was definitely very hard for me, and I know it was hard for you because I didn't have you to talk to every day and talk about my problems, which is why I called you so freaking much, especially when I was stressed during finals and everything like that, because I'm just used to being able to see you every day and being able to talk to you at the end of the day and rant to you about my problems and all the drama that's going on at school. Thank you for reading all my high school essays. I know that was probably a struggle for you, but you're basically the reason why I got mostly A's on all of my essays, because you proofread them and told me when things were stupid and that I needed to fix things, but you also just like let me roll with whatever I was writing. It didn't, you know, completely change the concept or anything like that. You just edited them and sent me on my way. But I know that took a really long time, because literally every single essay that I had, I sent them to you. But, you know, we've moved on. I'm now in college and I haven't sent them to you, and guess what? I still got A's on them, so your advice definitely helped me, and I was listening when you told me what the errors I needed to correct were. Thank you for all the shopping trips and weird car rides that we go on. I think that's the thing that I've missed the most being at college, is like just sitting in the car with you and singing to weird songs, listening to all my weird musical songs that I force you to listen to, especially Heather's, which you were kind of scared by, and just being able to like laugh with you. I think I enjoy shopping with you so much because we get to spend that time together. It's not really for me about like what we buy. I just enjoy shopping with you because I get to spend so much time with you, and we just get to talk about things and laugh and make jokes and have fun, and again, you get to laugh at my really stupid jokes. But yeah, I think that's the favorite thing that we've done together, which is why I love going places with you. Thank you for being an authority figure, but also letting me discover things on my own. So I know I wasn't a horrible kid, but the way that you disciplined me and the way that our relationship worked, it allowed me to discover things on my own and make decisions on my own, but also know that if I did something wrong, you would be super disappointed in me. You wouldn't get mad at me necessarily, but I knew you would be disappointed in me, and you would just kind of have this aura of disappointment, and just knowing that, I think, prevented me from doing anything that I knew would disappoint you. So I really liked how both you and Dad parented me, because I was allowed to have independence and I was allowed to make my own decisions, but I knew at the end of the day, if I made the wrong decision, you guys would be disappointed in me, but it wouldn't be the end of the world either. Thank you for doing all that you do for me and the people around you. So you've been an incredible role model for helping others. You do so many things. You've done so many things, especially when I was younger. You were on the PTO, you did accounting and ran books for a lot of different organizations, a lot of the times not being paid, and you just have this aura about you of kindness, and you always want to help other people. You never say no, which sometimes is not necessarily a good thing, and I definitely get that and learn that from you, but I think just your kindness for other people and your willingness to help out has definitely driven me to be more like that. Now I'm super happy because you are a lot more willing to say no, and I definitely think you deserve that from being so willing and open to doing a bunch of different things for people over the years. And I know you're tired, but your drive and your kindness just definitely was a huge role model aspect for me. Your sarcasm and your I'm being realistic attitude, as I like to refer to it as, is definitely very appreciated. The way you react to things is different than like Dad reacts to things, and I definitely think that was a very good thing for me, to be able to kind of see the more funny side of the situation and be able to not take things as seriously, and also your sarcastic way of bringing realism into my life and just again kind of letting me figure out things on my own, but also giving advice in a way that didn't push me away or put me off, but in a way that would really be accessible to me and kind of sink into my brain. Thank you for driving me everywhere. So before I got my license, and you know that I was not someone who wanted to get my license at all because I loved being driven everywhere, but you drove me everywhere to auditions. You still drove me to auditions after I got my license, but you drove me to auditions, you drove me to dance, you drove me to theater rehearsals, you drove me to school so I didn't have to take the bus. You drove me everywhere, and you spent so much time driving me places and working out your schedule around all of my stuff, and that I'm just incredibly grateful for that. And I was glad later, after I got my license, I was very glad to have that independence, but also be able to give you a break from driving so much. Thank you for coming to see all of my performances. So, I know a lot of them were not great, especially middle school. Honestly, looking back at those, I can see how cringeworthy they were now that I am in college and moving towards more professional style theater. Holy crap, they were awful, and I'm so sorry I had to put you through that, but you came to like every single one of my performances. You would come to my recitals on both days, even though you didn't have to. You would help out backstage a lot of the time. Just it's incredible. I love being able to have you be at my performances and be so proud of me and hear you screaming in the audience, because I know it's you, because you're the loudest one and you always scream. But I loved having that support and that encouragement, and it really helped me a lot in pursuing what I want to pursue. And I know that if eventually I get to professional theater, I get on Broadway, or whatever happens, I know you're going to be in the front row for every single performance for that too, and you're gonna like rent an apartment wherever I'm living just so that you can come to every performance. Thank you for being so flexible, especially with me, you know, everything that I did, not really knowing what I wanted to do for a career, and also, you know, being a rock and being able to determine what to do when things go wrong. And lastly, thank you for being someone that I feel like I can confide in with anything. That's definitely something that I want to have in my relationship with my kids. I want them to feel like they can talk to me about anything and come to me with any problem and not be worried about, you know, getting in trouble or me getting really mad, and just being able to have a conversation and be an adult and work things out and just have someone to confide in. And that's definitely someone that you have been for me, and I think that's a really important aspect of how I've grown up and just my personality in general. So once again, Mom, thank you so much for doing all that you do for me and being who you are. Alright guys, so I know this was a little bit of a different video, but I wanted to post this for Mother's Day since I will not be seeing my mom on Mother's Day. If you guys would like to make videos for your mom, I would definitely love for that to happen. You can just use the name Dear Mom, and I think that's like something that's really awesome, especially if you're in college and you're not going to see your mom. Just giving them a nice heartfelt message over a video, I feel like is a little more personal. So anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more. And if you haven't already, you can check out my previous video on this side of the screen and my previous vlog on that side of the screen. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and a wonderful Mother's Day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.